The controversial sacking of Israel Folau has sparked heated debate in Canberra, with some MPs now calling for religious beliefs to be excluded from employment contracts. A Liberal senator claims part of the Fair Work Act has been breached and is calling on the Human Rights Commission for a full investigation.
It's the sacking that made headlines around the world, and now Israel Folau's contract termination has again sparked debate in Canberra.
How on earth can a religious belief impact on one's capacity to play rugby?
Liberal Senator Abetz has called on the Australian Human Rights Commission and the Fair Work Ombudsman to investigate Folau's termination, claiming the Fair Work Act prohibits adverse action and discrimination on the basis of an individual's religion.
You don't have to agree with him to say that he's got the right to say what he did.
Israel Folau was found in breach of his contract with Rugby Australia after the devout Christian posted to his followers on Instagram, "Hell awaits drunks, homosexuals, adulterers and thieves." It's led to a push from other Conservative MPs to keep religious beliefs out of employment contracts. The government is currently working on a Religious Discrimination Act to boost protections for individuals and institutions practicing their faith. It's unclear, though, if laws surrounding employment contracts will be included in the new legislation.
Employment contracts is a more complex area because this is about people essentially entering into a free agreement.
The opposition says it won't make any snap decisions on legislation, but supports religious freedoms.
My concern is to make sure that we work through laws in a systematic way, in a consultative way, to make sure that people don't feel excluded.
The government is expected to table a Religious Discrimination Act in Parliament this year. Miley Hogan, 7 News.
A former employment minister has intervened in the controversial sacking of former Wallaby Israel Folau, claiming he may be the victim of discrimination. The Liberal senator has asked authorities to investigate Rugby Australia's decision to dump the Christian sports star after he wrote on social media that gay people will go to hell. Fiona Willan with more.
Divine intervention didn't save Israel Folau's sporting career, but now the devout Christian has been delivered political intervention.
I have written to the President of the Human Rights Commission, inviting her to have a look at the discrimination laws as to whether they have been breached.
He's also asked the Fair Work Ombudsman to investigate if Rugby Australia has breached any laws by sacking the star over this social media post. But some of the Liberal senator's colleagues say it's not a black and white issue.
I don't know that you want to be in a workplace where you have someone proselytising that you're going to go to hell because of a particular aspect of your lifestyle.
Some in Labor also have misgivings.
There are real concerns in faith communities, but I'm not entirely sure that this focus on the Israel Folau case is the most helpful way of resolving these issues.
Rugby Australia says it's a contract matter between an employee and his employers, but it's one that's reignited the political debate around religious freedoms.
We have laws that prevent discrimination based on age, sex, sexuality, disability and race, but not one that deals with discrimination based on religion.
Given Abetz is a former employment minister, sources close to Israel Folau believe his views in this area are significant. They've told 9 News the star and his team will be watching the situation closely as it develops. The Morrison government wants to introduce a Religious Freedoms Act, including a Commissioner for Religious Freedom. So while Israel Folau is off the rugby field, it's likely to be game on in Parliament. Fiona Willan, 9 News.